All right, folks, we are almost ready. Get the start of this game. Sorry that we're starting so late. The game before us ended in a 1-0 game. Finally, after the third overtime, so they're running a little bit behind right now. Players are getting ready to take the ice here in just a minute. And we're going to get this game underway. But, yeah, Aberdeen and Watertown went to a 1-0 game, and Watertown won late in the third overtime. So the first overtime of the weekend, and Watertown ends up taking that. In the meantime, we are getting ready for this game. We're going to do the Flyers are taking the ice right now. And there we go, Sioux Falls Flyers. But we're getting ready for the start of this game. Brookings beat, who did Brookings play? Brookings, Mitchell. Or was it Mitchell played Watertown, no, they played Oahe. This was Aberdeen and Watertown. What's the game before it? I don't remember either. Brookings. Yeah, there you go. Brookings ended up winning 2-0. Oahe won 3-1 against their rivals. So we're going to go ahead and let the announcements go.
Number 23, Houston, Curio. Forward number 13, Amanda King. Another forward number 17, Malin Broadway. Number 28 at forward, Maggie Wright. And in goal for the Storm tonight, number 31, Victoria Pendergrass.
So Pendergrass in net for the Sioux Center Storm. Hold on just a sec. So Brookings and Rushmore played, and Brookings beat Rushmore 2-0. And then Oahe beat Mitchell 3-1. I remember the scores, I just couldn't remember who they played.
Aberdeen Watertown went 6 periods.
Yeah.
At forward, number 16, Aniston Murray. Other forward, number 34, Reagan Pascal. And another forward, number 73, Emma Honor. In goal for tonight, number 10, Marissa Reddy.
Marissa Reddy in net for the Flyers.
The national anthem has been played. Everybody say it with me. Let's
Play hockey. All right. All right, folks. Get ready for puck drop. All right, folks, get ready for the start of this game. We are just about ready to.
See the hype chain?
I did. That's awesome.
Came out super clean.
Yeah,
On the 6th try.
Sixth. Wow.
I finished this last chain links at 1 o'clock today. Cut it down to the wire.
All right, here we go, folks. Reagan Pesca, Emma Honor, and Aniston Murray up front. Marvisi and Harris on the back end, and picked up by the Flyers. Pass up to Emma Honor. Emma Honor skates in, leaves it for Pesca. Pesca drops it further down the ice to Honor. Honor skates up the far side, hands it off to Pesca again, back to Honor. Harris with it now, thrown down deep, but wide of the net. Pendergrass covers that one up, and we get a stoppage of play, and a face-off down in the Storm zone. Thanks again for joining us today. And again, sorry for the late start. Murray picks it up. Shot goes off of the skate of Pesca. Oops, I have it at third period. My bad on that. Popped up and out. Marvisi picks it up. Yeah, I know.
Good with us standing next to you.
Luckily, I can't hear what you're saying. Picked up by Honor. She throws that in. Pass number 5. Chip down low. Down below the goal line. 23 picks it up off the near side boards. Backhanded up. Not out. Ref said no. All the parents said yes. But who matters? Not the parents. I know, right? Puck's down below the goal line. That's okay. Be offended. That's how that works. Chipped up and out. Berg picks it up in the neutral zone. Over to the far side. Pfeiffer with it. Throws that in. Chipped off the boards. Pfeiffer picks it back up. Hands it off to Watson. Watson bats it towards Pendergrass. Pendergrass covers that one up. And we get a stoppage of play and a face-off down in the Storm zone. Shots on goal, 2-0 in favor of the Flyers. And okay, so this game, or these games all can go to overtime. See what happens. Gora kicks it down low. Over to Meyer. Meyer's shot, and that one goes off the crossbar and down. Flyers draw first blood early on. That one caught Pendergrass by surprise. And we are at 1-0 right at the 15-14 mark of the first period. Early on, Meyer with the top shelf sniper goal as she buries that one. Black steps up to take the draw. The Storm win that one. Rim spun around and brought back in by the Flyers. Down low. Over to the far side. Rigolizzo tries to get to it. It's knocked past her. Backhanded up, and Black right there to knock it away. Peterson picks it up. Tried to carry that in. Not able to do so. Knudsen gets it and just rims it all the way down and around. Murray comes flying in. Hands it off to Honor. Honor with it. Not able to maintain control. Pesca comes in. Gets control of it. Tries to take it down low. Pesca with it. Hands it off to Rigolizzo, over to Peterson, off of her stick, knocked up and out by number 5, and batted into the Flyer zone just to the right of Reddy. Picked up by Pesca. Pesca comes flying up, skates through the center. Her and Honor come in. Pesca takes it wide, spins away, looking to hand it off. Backhands it down low for Honor. Honor with it. Tried to center that one off the stick of Murray right in the slot, but wasn't able to get good control. Pesca picks it up down below the goal line. Centered, and another goal as the Flyers tack on another one as Pendergrass was not able to handle that. And up 2-0 early on in this game. We are still in the first period, 14 minutes left, and the Flyers are up 2-0. Thanks again for joining us today. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. If you have not, please like and subscribe to the channel. Chipped down low. Marvisi picks that one up. Spins away from the forward for the Storm. Throws it past Pfeiffer and into the Storm zone. And batted all the way down. That's going to be an icing call on the Storm, and it is. And face-off down in the Storm zone. And 13:42 in the first period. Flyers with the only shots on goal so far in this game. And batted down below the goal line. Picked up on the far side. Pfeiffer battling for it, hands it off to Watson. Watson bounces it off the boards. Harris steps in. Marvisi picks it up. Marvisi had it knocked away from her as she gets knocked down. Over to Harris. Harris picks it up. Decides she's going to carry it up, right up the gut, and takes it wide. Tries to center that one over to Pfeiffer. Mishandled. Nice kick save by Pendergrass. Picked up by Watson down below the goal line. Watson is hauled down, and that's going to be a penalty for the Storm as the Flyers will go on a power play. To think about her life decisions, right?
Who's got a penalty?
Number 9,
Number 9 has 2 minutes to think about.
her life decisions. All right. Flyers on a power play. Hunter wins that one. Marvisi gets it. Back to the point to Harris. Back down for Marvisi. She's not able to handle that one. Pesca with it. Hands it off to Marvisi. Back to Pesca. Centering pass off the stick of Hunter. Knocked away and batted back down low. Finally chipped out by the Storm. Picked up by Harris. Harris comes skating up. Bumped aside. Over to Hunter. Hunter whiffs on that. Pesca comes in, knocks it away, keeps it in, over to Murray. Murray with a shot. Pendergrass with the save. Harris down low for Pesca to Marvisi. Marvisi with a shot. Pendergrass with another save. And knocked in by Murray. Flyers with the power play goal to bring it 3-0 early on in this first period. Lots of lights going on here. And by the way, I didn't mention it earlier, but this game is being played in Mitchell, South Dakota, which is about an hour and 10 minutes away from Sioux Falls. That's where all the games this weekend are going to be played. They're at the Mitchell Activity Center. Black taking the draw and knocked up. Knutson not able to get to it. Gora to Neely Meyer. Meyer's pass goes off of escape. Meyer carries that one in. Now, this game is being broadcast by multiple people, not just me. Capital City Rock is also broadcasting all of the games this weekend. They're doing that on their channel. I'm better, though, so you should stay here and listen to me. Marvisi and Pesca with the assist on that one. Meyer picks it up down low over to Gora. Back to Meyer. Meyer with it. Hands it off to Gora. That goes by her, but she gets control of it. Chipped back down low. And up the far boards. Gora keeps that one in. Knocks it off the boards. Walks out to the center. Walks in. Gora shot. Misses the net. Picked up by Black. Black hits Berg. Berg not able to handle it, but gets it back. Still in the zone. Back down low for Knutson. Knutson battling forward in the far corner. Rimmed up the boards to Gora. Gora with it. Shot towards the net and off of Pendergrass and chipped up and out. Pfeiffer picks it up, hands it off to Nelson. Nelson skates it in. She's hounded. Nelson with it now. Back to Rigolizzo. Shot. Kick save by Pendergrass. Another shot. And Pendergrass with another save as Pfeiffer was right there with the rebound shot. Not able to bury that in the back of the net. Flyers currently up 3-0. Shots on goal sitting at 11-0 in favor. All Flyers all game so far. Pfeiffer with it. Shot towards the net. That hits a body. Finally chipped up and out. Knocked away by Peterson. Nelson now with it. Skates that in. Goes wide. Leaves it back for Rigolizzo. Not able to handle that one. One of the Storm in. Shot off of Reddy and not ends up in the far corner. Picked up by Pfeiffer. Hands it off to Watson. Watson skates that one up. Knocked away from Watson, but she gets it back. Rigolizzo blows a tire. And Honor gets it. Hands it off to Murray. And we have an offside call being made as the Flyers had not completely cleaned out of the zone. All right, face-off right in front of us. Honor wins that one. Back to Harris. Harris with it. Harris leaves it for Honor. Honor carries it in, hands it off to Pesca. Pesca back to Harris. Shot off of Pendergrass. Murray bats it towards the net. Pesca picks it up, keeps it down low, kicked out by Honor. Over to the far side, Marvisi with it. She skates in, Marvisi to Honor, and that puck's right in front. Right, it ends up behind the net now. Honor with it, skates out from the slot, shot wide of the net, picked up by Marvisi. Marvisi to Pesca, shot and a goal. Marvisi on the assist. Reagan Pesca with the goal. And I believe that's the second point for each of those players in this game. 9:15 left in the first period. The Storm have registered a shot on net, so it's 14-1. Flyers are just taking it to the Storm right now. Chipped up the boards on the far side, carried in and picked up by Gora. Gora with it, takes it to the slot. That's a dangerous play, and ends up having it stripped from her, but Flyers get it back. Knocked away, Black with it. Black off the back boards, over to Gora. Gora on the far side, bounces it up the boards. Not able to keep it in is the Storm, and they knock it back in. Berg with it. Far side, over to Wearspan. Wearspan not able to handle that one. Picked up by Berg, rimmed around all the way over to the near side. Verhoeven not able to get it out. Okay, that goal was Pesca from Honor and Marvisi. Yep. Nelson with it, gets knocked down, picked up, and Gora steals that in the neutral zone, carries that in, tries to do a little fancy play, not able to maintain control. Watson kicks it down low and knocked out and all the way down by the Storm. That's going to be an icing call. And we have another stoppage of play. Face-off down in the Storm zone, just to the right of Pendergrass, at the 8:02 mark of the first period. Down low, brought off the wall by Watson. Watson takes it down below the goal line. Back to the point, thrown down the boards, picked up by Nelson. Nelson with it. Off the near board, or far boards, picked up by Rigolizzo, thrown down low. Watson not able to get to it. Peterson comes down to help out. And batted away by Nelson, a little too far with the camera there. Sorry about that. Picked up by Nelson. Nelson in, shot, and a nice save by Pendergrass. Picked up by the Storm and chipped up and out. That's going to be an icing call on the Storm. Face-off down in the Storm zone at the 7:21 mark. Shots on goal is 15-1 in favor of the Flyers. Flyers are coming into this tournament like they have something to prove. For those that don't know, the Flyers won wow, that was a shot by Honor right off the face-off. Pass back and just crossbar down as the Flyers extend their lead early in this first period. Got friends that play on the Storm, and this is not, I don't like games like this, but the Flyers have definitely come out to prove something in this game. Over to the far side, Murray picks it up and chips that one in. Rim down and around all the way over to the near side. Honor chases that one down. Pesca gets it, throws it down below the goal line, picked up by number 23. She blows a tire. Murray now with it. She skates, hands it over to Pesca on the far side. Back to Marvisi. Marvisi over to Murray. Murray with a shot and a goal. That is another assist on Marvisi, as I think Marvisi and Pesca assisted Murray on that one. And jeez, this is a rough game for the Storm right now. I would interview my friend Brian, but he's probably not very happy right now.
Did we expect anything different?
Black picks that one up, loses a handle on it. Chipped up. Knutson gathers it up in the neutral zone. Up the near side, throws it down below the goal line. Chased down by number 9. Right there, Pendergrass. Somehow that did not go in. And I think that's Knutson that got absolutely dumped to the side of the net right there. Good job on the Storm girls to, like, hell no, you're not going to do nothing. Yep. We are already in run time, so the rest of this game is going to go pretty quick. For the second and third period, we'll put the clock up on the scoreboard since it is run time. Kept in by Gora and finally knocked away from her. Black gets that one and just chips it back down low. Walked out. Knutson to Black. That goes off the heel of her stick, and she's not able to pull the trigger. Gora gets it back down low. Storm get it. Chipped up and out past Berg. That goes down into the Flyers zone. And no icing there. Okay. I missed that one. And kept in by the Storm down below the goal line. Rims around all the way over to the near side. Knutson battling for it in the near side corner. Back up to Knutson. That goes off of a skate and out, and the Storm's number 9 gathers it up in the neutral zone over to the far side. Brought in. Berg chases that one down, not able to get to it. Storm center that one. Oh, that was pretty close. That was an opportunity. It was a good one. Nelson picks it up down below the goal line. Berg with it now, over to the far side for Gora, backhanded up. And Pfeiffer up to Nelson. Nelson skates in. Nelson shot, save Pendergrass. And Watson picks that one up. Back to Rigolizzo, over to the far side. Pfeiffer to Watson, knocked away, and the Storm come away with that one. Pfeiffer with it. Rigolizzo over to Peterson. She tried to get that up to Watson, rolls off of her stick. Brought up and out, and Murray with it, carries that one in. Tries to get around number 23, not able to do so. Chipped up off the stick of Pesca. Pesca gets control of it. Up to Pesca. Pesca hits Murray. Murray in, leaves it for Pesca. Pesca walks to the center, has a little bit of trouble getting around the official.
Great ref position.
Yeah. I don't know what she was doing out beyond the face-off dots in no man's land, but it happens. Marvisi leaves it for Pesca, off the boards, down for Honor. Honor blows a tire. I know that wasn't her skate sharpening because I took care of her skates. Wearspan battling for it. Marvisi in to help out. Marvisi tries to center that one. Wearspan picks it up. Another centering pass over to the far side. Verhoeven with it, spins away, leaves it for Black down on the blue line. Black shot towards the net, hits the body and goes wide. Wearspan with it now. Tried to center that one, knocked away, finally chipped up and out. Flyers have to reset off the near side boards to Black. Black turns and burns through the neutral zone. Backhands it in, but not able to maintain control. Verhoeven knocks it away from the Storm player. Berg with it, tries to get it up to Verhoeven. Not able to do much with it. Berg gets it. Off of a stick. And that ends up in the penalty box, so we'll have a face-off at center ice. Again, we are in run time already.
Tournament sponsors, we'll start with our Rose Gold tier sponsors. Thank you, Holden Sun Trucking, Lewis Drug,
Nobody.
and Heart
The puck did. The puck ended up in the penalty box. The puck has to think about its life decisions. Down into the Flyers zone, chased down by Gora. Gora with it down below the goal line. Rolls off of her stick. Picked back up by Berg. Berg with it. Rims it around to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer out to Nelson. She's not able to get to it. Carried in. Shot. Blocker saved by Reddy. Puck is down below the goal line right now. Passed out. That one was a little too close for comfort. And finally knocked out by Watson. Chipped back in. Berg gathers that one up. Stops behind the net. Hands it off to Watson. Watson with it. Far side. Hits Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer carries it up. Brings it over to the near side. Leaves that down low. Nelson to Watson. They do not connect on that one. Good stick to get in the way. Over to the far side. Knocked away by Peterson. And covered up by Reddy, and we get a stoppage of play and a face-off down in the Flyer zone. That is the third shot on goal for the Storm. Storm get it and throw it back down low. Rigolizzo with it. Up to Pesca. Pesca backhands it up to Honor. Oh, wrong camera, folks. My bad on that one. Helps if I get the right camera. Shot on by Pesca. Covered up by Pendergrass. She does not give up a rebound. And that does it for the first period. As I mentioned, the second and third periods will be in runtime unless the Storm are able to come roaring back and get a couple goals to get within 4. And then it switches back to runtime. So let's go to, give me a second to figure out the first period recap. I'll get you that. In the meantime, I made this video for the girls. Some of you have probably already seen it, but this is what I put together as kind of a hype/tribute video for the girls. Enjoy it.
Slam open, skates cut lines in the ice. Breath like smoke in the cold air, red light ready to flash.
Got it, a
twice.
goal! Short-handed.
Black tape, white blade, steel sparks on the turn. The colors in our crosshairs. Let it hit.
Almost shot by Ewald, and that one ends up in the back of the net.
Turn the rink into a riot.
Fired in by number 15 for the Flyers.
We bring sudden death to silence. Every hit, every shot transform. Turn the rink into a riot. Every heart on overload. We don't break, we don't bend, we don't back, we explode.
Down and a shot it out. Top shelf goal.
Shakes, boards thump under our feet. Numbers flying on the back.
Verhoeven with it. Tried to stuff it in the far side, just hit the post.
Blue line, locked in, drop pass and we collide.
Front of the net, shot it in the back of the net.
Feel thunder in the chest plate when our crest meets pride.
Stolen by Watson. Watson carries it in.
Turn the rink into a riot.
Back to Bernal, shot on net, save Allerding, shot black, buries that one.
Every hit, every shot transform. Turn the rink into a riot. Every heart on overload. We don't break, we don't.
And Murray buries that
fast, hard charge. Every second hits like love. 3, 2,
That does it for this game. Flyers won
turn the
3
rink
to
into
nothing.
a riot. A riot. Turn the rink into a riot. Into a riot.
All right, folks, welcome back. We're getting ready for the start of period number 2. Both teams have taken the ice, and we're waiting for puck drop. Rough start for the Storm as they're already down 6-0, so we are in run time. And here we go. Oh, we're waiting for the clock to be reset, and then we'll get ready to start. All right. We're off and running in the second period. Into the Flyer zone, brought out by Meyer, knocked away from her, picked up by Knutson, and hammered into the Storm zone. All the way over, back over to the near side. Past Rigolizzo and out. Meyer chases that one down. She picks it up, backhands it to Rigolizzo. Rigolizzo turns and fires it up and out of the zone and thrown back in. Picked off by Gora. Gora carries it up through the neutral zone and lobs it into the near side boards. Chased down by number 23. Verhoeven takes a swipe and not able to get the puck. Harris with it now. Steps in. Harris had it knocked away from her, but only temporarily. Harris gets it back, takes it down below the goal line, hands it off to Wurspan up top. Wurspan skates down. Had it knocked off her stick, but she gets it back, rimmed around all the way over to the far side. Good to see Ewald out there. And chipped down low. Wurspan chases that one, but it pops out to Pendergrass, and she covers that one up, and we get a stoppage of play. And a face-off in the Storm zone. I was a little bit behind on the clock, so I reset that. Don't worry about it. They're now synced up. Pesca picks it up in the near side half wall and just throws it back down low. Honor gets it down below the goal line, steps out, loses the handle on it, gets it back temporarily, and finally chipped up the boards and out past Harris. Honor picks it up, but that's an icing call as that's chipped out. Icing on the Storm, and we will take it back down into the Storm zone. Face-off will be to the right of Pendergrass, deep in the Storm zone. We are at the 14:40 mark of the second period. This period is going to go pretty quick. Again, we are in run time, thrown all the way over to the far side. Honor gets it, hammers it off the backboards, but picked up by the Storm. Backhanded up and out. That's going to be another icing call on the Storm, and it is. Face-off will be just to the left of Pendergrass this time. Thanks again for joining the broadcast. I hope you liked the video. The video was put together by me, and it took me a while to get to stitch everything together. The song was actually built by AI. I thought that song was absolutely fantastic for being an AI song. Marvisi not able to keep that one in. Black with it over to the far side, picked up by Knutson and chipped in. Knutson gets it down below the goal line. Centers that to Black with a shot. Pendergrass with the save. Meyer there. She had it knocked away from her. Chipped up, rimmed around. Marvisi picks it up off the half wall. Skates down below the goal line. Walks in. Shot and a goal by Marvisi as she buries that one. The patience with that goal, crazy. But Marvisi puts the Flyers up by another one early on in this second period. Storm get it?
If it wasn't for the fact that was your daughter, I wouldn't have either. Let's go, Blue!
Backhanded up and out. Storm aren't able to keep it into the Flyer zone. Off the far boards, Verhoeven gets it back, had it knocked away from her.
Unassisted.
And that was Brianna Marvisi, unassisted. Be nice. That's the sad part. I know you are. Okay, hammered down low into the Storm zone, picked up down below the goal line, tried to rim it around. Verhoeven not able to get to it, and up and out. Flyers reset with Gora getting control of it. Over to Rigolizzo, back over to Gora. Gora over to Weerspan. Weerspan carries it in, throws it towards the net, redirected by Pendergrass into the back glass, picked up by number 23. Verhoeven with it and bats that down low. Storm get control of it. Up the near side boards. Rigolizzo gets it and just keeps it down low. Rigolizzo again with it. Shot way wide of the net over to the far side. Gora gets to it and chips it back down low. Doesn't go very far. Gora gets it back, throws it towards the net. It's wide. And the Storm get it up and out of the zone. Picked up by Gora. Gora with it now. Over to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer carries it up. Hands it off to Nelson. Nelson in. Got bumped off the puck. Up and out. Over to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer in. Shot. Save Pendergrass as she was right there. I got you. All right. Face-off taken by Pfeiffer. Number 3 gets it for the Storm. Nelson battling for it. Comes away with it. Up to the point to Harris. Harris just hits it down the boards. Nelson gets it further down to Watson. Watson with it behind the net. Skates up the far side. Watson throws it down low. Picked up by Pfeiffer. Tried to hit Nelson. Grenades off her stick. Nelson is so strong on her skates. Picked up by Watson. Watson tries to hit Nelson. They do not connect. And batted at by Watson. Kept in. Harris with it now. Top of the slot. Shot. Save Pendergrass. Out to Black. Black with it. Rims it around all the way over to the near side boards. Picked up by Peterson. Peterson throws it down low. Back down for Black. Black with it. Over, tried to center that one. Black not able to keep that one in. Right at the blue line. Had it knocked away from her. Gets it back. And chipped in. Knutson chases that one down. Not able to get to the front of the net like she wanted. Thrown back down low by Berg. And the Storm get control of it. Keep trying to go over to the crowd. I don't know why. Mainly because I'm not watching the camera. I'm just playing it by feel. Rimmed around all the way over to the near side. See, there it goes again, too far. I guess I'm not feeling very well today. Rimmed around all the way up the far side. Berg pinches that one off and chips it back down low. Chased down by Rigolizzo. Rigolizzo is bumped and gets tossed to the ice. And up off the hand of Berg. Right on Reddy. Reddy covers that one up as number 9 gets a little poke at it. That does count as a shot on goal, which puts the shots on goal at 24-4 in favor of the Flyers. Flyers absolutely dominating this game so far. Hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast. I'll be here all weekend. If I don't have my broadcast going, you will still be able to watch the game on my channel. I'll make sure that the Capital City game is actually being broadcast on it. And we got an offsides on the Storm there as one of their players had not properly exited the zone. So a face-off right at the neutral zone, just outside of the Flyers' blue line. Flyers get that one. Ewald up to Weerspan. Weerspan carries that one in. Shot towards the net, goes wide. Verhoeven with it. Had it knocked away from her up the far boards. Peterson gets that one and throws it back down low. Picked up in the near side corner by Worspan. Worspan tried to hit Verhoeven up out front. Worspan picks it up and centers that one to Ewalt. Ewalt had it knocked away from her stick. Peterson gets it and chips it back down low. Worspan again with it. Walks out from behind the net. Off the skate of Ewalt, up and out. And Gora gets it all the way over to the far side. Pesca with it now. Pesca carries it down low. Down below the goal line. Centers that over to Murray. Murray was handcuffed a little bit on that one and not able to do much with it. Over to the far side. Honor in to help out. Honor spins away. Still maintaining control of the puck. Hands it off to Murray. Murray carries it in. Tried to get it over to Honor. That was a little bit behind her. Chipped back down low and over to Pendergrass, and she covers that one up. We get a stoppage of play and a face-off to her left. Again, thanks for joining the broadcast. Hope you're enjoying it. If you have not liked and subscribed to the channel, please do so. I'd love to hit 800 subscribers by the end of this tournament. So get your friends and stuff to subscribe if you can. Marvisi with it. Hands it off to Black. Black loses a handle on it, gets it back. Over to Marvisi. Marvisi back to Black. Thrown up the boards. Meyer skates in with it. Loses a handle on it. Chipped up the boards. Berg gets out and throws it back down low. Black picks it up. So I wasn't able to find the official scoring, but I believe right now Marvisi is my own daughter. That's why I'm focusing on that. Has a goal and 3 assists in this game so far. Backhanded down below the goal line. Picked up by Knutson on the near side half wall. She skates up and had it knocked away from her. Berg with it. Takes it down below the goal line over to the far side. Tries to get it up to Black. And that one is knocked back in. Black goes for a change, and the Storm get control of it. Long pass up to Rhea Brenner. She skates in, not able to get around Marvisi. And centered that one. Storm pick it up on the far side blue line. Chipped up the boards by Verhoeven. Chased down and picked up by the Storm. Verhoeven gets it back. Back to Peterson. Over to Worspan. Worspan picks it up. Carries it in. Throws it deep into the Storm zone. It rims around all the way over to the far side. So in almost all these teams for the girls varsity, there's a number of girls that play with each other in Team South Dakota. Rhea Brenner plays with Marvisi. Rhea Brenner from the Storm. Oh, that one looked like that hurt. Verhoeven got hit into the boards a little hard. She gets up, but she is definitely not feeling great after that one. Ball over to the near side. Worspan tried to hit Nelson. They don't connect. And Nelson tried to get to the puck. Ends up down below the goal line. And chipped up. Harris snakes that one. Carries it in. Hands it off to Nelson. Shot off the stick of Harris and ends up going wide of the net. Picked up on the near side boards. Watson pinches that one off. Tried to hit Nelson right in the slot. Doesn't go very far. Pfeiffer with it now. Backhanded down low. Off the back boards over to the near side. Rigolizzo gets it off the half wall and just hammers it back down low. Watson picks it up in the far corner. Watson steps out of the corner. Looking to hand that off. Stick in the way. Gora with it now. Gora with it. Shot towards the net. Glove down by Pendergrass, and we get another stoppage of play. And we are at the 2:35 mark of the second period. Again, time is ticking down as this is run time. Flyers up with a solid 7-0 lead in this game. Won by the Storm, actually. And puck ends up in the near side corner, thrown back to Rigolizzo. Rigolizzo shot towards the net. That hit something in front and went wide of the net. I did not see what it hit. Rigolizzo gets it and hammers it in. Nothing going on there. Battle right in front of the Flyers bench. And we get a stoppage of play. But there was a little kerfluffle right there, and Rigolizzo was ended up on the ice. 1:40 left in the second period. Again, if you like the broadcast or you want to say hi, feel free to say something in the chat. I know I don't normally watch it, but I'm trying to get better at that. So be sure and post something there if you can. Battle for it. And Black gets it over to Gora. Gora throws it off of a skate of number 17 and backhanded up. Marvisi picks that one up and just throws it back down low. Rimmed around all the way over to the near side boards. Up, Marvisi skates it down low. Off the half wall, back to Meyer. Meyer with a shot way up over the net, picked up on the far side. Ewald battling for it. Black comes in to help out. She ends up taking a tumble to the ice. Back to the point to Marvisi, back down low. Tried to hit Ewald. Ewald had her stick tied up, not able to get control of it. Marvisi battling for it right at the blue line. Number 13 comes out and throws it over to the far side. Picked up by Harris. Harris gets it up and out. Chased down by Verhoeven. Good to see she wasn't hurt badly on that bump into the boards. Ends up down on Reddy, and Reddy covers that one up. We get a stoppage of play just as the horn sounds. That does it for period number 2. Only one goal scored in that second period by Marvisi, unassisted. And that'll do it for, we're going to take a 15-minute break while we do an ice resurfacing, then we'll be back. Shots on goal sitting at 26-7 in favor of the Flyers. Again, we're going to go ahead and play that video for you again. If you like it, it is available on the YouTube channel if you want to watch that whenever you can. Enjoy it.
Door slam open, skates cut lines in the ice. Breath like smoke in the cold air, red light ready to flash
Got it, a
twice.
goal! Short-handed.
Black tape, white blade, steel sparks on the turn. The colors in our crosshairs. Let it hit.
Almost shot by Ewald, and that one ends up in the back of the net.
Turn the rink into a riot.
Fired in by number 15 for the Flyers.
We bring sudden death to silence. Every hit, every shot transform. Turn the rink into a riot. Every heart on overload. We don't break, we don't bend, we don't back, we explode.
Down and a shot it out. Top shelf goal.
Sports thump under our feet. Numbers flying on the back.
Verhoeven with it. Tried to stuff it in the far side, just hit the post.
Blue line, locked in, drop pass, and we collide.
Net shot it in the back of the net.
Feel thunder in the chest plate when our crest meets pride.
Stolen by Watson. Watson carries it in.
Turn the rink into a riot.
Back to Bernal. Shot on net. Save Allerding. Shot black. Buries that one.
Every hit, every shot transform. Turn the rink into a riot. Every heart on overload. We don't break, we don't.
And Murray buries that one.
Last line change, last hard charge. Every second hits like large. Last line change, last hard charge. Every second hits like large. Go! Three, two,
That does it for this game. Flyers won,
turn the
3
rink
to
into
nothing.
a riot. Riot. Turn the rink into a riot. To a riot.
All right, folks, ready for the start of period number 3. Both teams have taken the ice. We are ready for puck drop, and here we go. Knudsen gets that one, chips it into the Storm zone, rims around all the way over to the far side. And Berg not able to get a stick on it as that's just outside of her reach. Down on Reddy, and Reddy covers it up, not letting up a rebound or the Storm any chance to get to it. So we got a face-off just to the right of Reddy in the Flyers zone. Pops up and out, and they're saying no, that was clean. It was kept in. Harris with it down below the goal line. Harris rolls off of her stick. Berg with it now. Berg takes it behind the net. Up the far side half wall. Backhanded up, not out as that one's kept in. Down low to the slot to 28. Shot blocked by Harris. Harris carries it up and out and throws it into the Storm zone after getting up to the red line. So covered up by Pendergrass, and we get another stoppage of play. 15:40 in the third period. Shots on goal now 26-8. And we got some additional lighting and loud music. We like the loud music, except YouTube doesn't. So we try and mute during that just so our broadcast doesn't get, flagged. Wearspan with it. Tried to knock it past one of the Storm players. Backhanded up past Marvisi. Storm with numbers in off of Reddy. Another shot. Knocked away, and the Storm get control of it. Down the far side corner, backhanded up the boards. Another shot on Reddy. Storm putting some pressure on, and Wearspan not able to keep that one out. Off the stick of one of the Storm players, Wearspan chases that one down and tries to get past Pendergrass. Good save there. Hunter back to Pesca. Pesca knocks that one in. Pesca gets control of it, throws it back down, handed off to Hunter, and that one ends up in the back of the net. I think that hit the post and then went in. So Flyers add another one to their tally. That's going to be Hunter getting that goal. And that's time still ticking away, 14:03 left in the third period. Unfortunately for the Storm, the Flyers are just a difficult team this year. They are so controlled with the puck, and they move it so well. They've got just lots and lots of speed and tenacity on this team. Back to the point to Rigolizzo. Rigolizzo throws it back down low. Picked up by Black. Back to Rigolizzo. Black with it. Hits Knudsen. Knudsen shot, and that post, and in the back of the net. Knudsen from Black to extend the Flyers' lead. Flyers are not taking any prisoners in this game, as they are taking it to the Storm. Next game is more for the Flyers is more than likely going to be tomorrow around the same time, 7:30, correct? That is correct. So be sure and come back here tomorrow night for the Flyers versus, do we know? It's a good question. I don't know who they're playing yet. I guess we'll find out tomorrow when the game starts. Watertown? Okay. Storm with control of it, chipped up the boards, knocked away by Verhoeven, and batted down by one of the Storm players, and number 17, and Reddy covers that one up. Stoppage of play and a face-off over to the left of Reddy at the 12:20 mark of the third period. I got to figure out where they're storing the official scoring for the tournament so that I can bring it up on my phone. I'll figure that out for the next game. Don't worry about it for right now. And we got a icing call on the Flyers. Faceoff will be down in the Flyer zone at the 11:50 mark of the third and final frame of this game. Your Flyers leading 9-0 so far. The other games have all been really close. Brookings won their game 2-0. And what was the other one? The other one was Mitchell and Oahe, and Oahe came away with that one with a 3-0 or 3-1 win. And then the game right before this was Watertown and Aberdeen, and Watertown won that game in the third overtime with a goal, the only goal scored in 6 periods of play. Past Weerspan and picked up by number 3. Weerspan battling for it. Number 3 takes it down the half wall past Harris. Down below the goal line. Back to the point. 9 with it. Shot off of Verhoeven. Berg with it. Tried to chip that one up. Goes off the stick of Verhoeven. Down into the Storm zone. Number 3 with it. Down below the goal line. Looking to get away from a couple of the Flyers players. Long pass goes off the stick of Marvisi. And down, no icing there. And that goes past a couple of Flyers players all the way back out to the point. Watson there gets it up to Nelson. Nelson hands it off to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer throws it towards the net, ends up in the near side corner, thrown back down low. Up the near side boards. Backhanded up, Marvisi there to keep it in. She comes off the half wall with it, centers over to Pfeiffer, and ends up off of a stick and end behind the net. Pfeiffer with it. Nelson picks it up off the half wall, back from Marvisi. Marvisi's not able to handle that one. She has to chase it down in her own zone. Up to Nelson. Nelson carries that one in. Shot. Pendergrass save. And the Storm get control of it, but only temporarily. Not enough to get it out. Shot towards Pendergrass, and she covers that one up. And we get another stoppage of play. Face-off down in the Storm zone just to the right of Pendergrass. Flyers up 9-0 in this game so far with just over 9 minutes left. Knudsen chases it down in the near side corner. She gets pinched up against the boards. Past Black, and Gora able to keep it in only temporarily. Brought out. Long pass over to number 17. She's not able to handle that. Rigolizzo putting some pressure on. Picked up by Black, up to Knudsen. Knudsen carries it up and hits the skate of number 3. Black picks it up, carries it in. Shot wide of the net, rims around all the way over to the far side. Picked up by Harris and backhanded down low. Black with a nice steal. Walks to the slot, shot, and up over the net. That was a close one. And I don't think Pendergrass was in position for that one. Weerspan walks off the half wall, down, and takes a tumble to the ice just as Pendergrass covers that one up. 8 minutes left in the third period. All right, face-off down in the Storm zone. Verhoeven taking the draw. Out with Pendergrass out with Weerspan and Ewald. Brenner passes it up the boards, and that one's intercepted. They get it back. The Storm get it back, carry it up into the Flyers zone. Peterson takes the tumble to the ice. Harris with it up the boards. Verhoeven gets it, tries to get it over to Wurspan. That goes off the heel of her skate. Wurspan shot blocked right in front of the net. Verhoeven picks it up down below the goal line off the near side boards. Back to Peterson. She wasn't able to handle that. Over to Marvisi. Marvisi tries to get it up to Verhoeven. Verhoeven throws it back down into the Storm zone, down below the goal line. Storm get it over on the far side. And thrown down into the Flyer zone. That's going to be an icing call on the Storm with 6:30 left in the third period. Thanks again for joining us today. If you like the broadcast and are not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Marvisi Hockey Productions, where we bring these games to you at our own cost. Well, my cost, actually. Shot on, save Pendergrass. We get another stoppage of play and a face-off down in the Storm zone. Also, nope, never mind. Black taking the draw. So my counterparts directly across the rink for me, Capital City Rock, is actually doing their broadcast. They have a few more subscribers than I do, but they also run commercials and everything on their stream. Back down for Black. Black throws it down below the goal line. Picked up by Knutson. Knutson gets pinched up against the board. Centering pass goes off a stick in front into the near side half wall. Off the boards. Meyer gets it and bounces it off the sideboards down into the Storm zone. Rimmed around. Gora got a stick on it, but not enough to do much with it. Rigolizzo off the near side boards right in front of us. Picked up by 13, carried down into the Flyers zone. Walks to the center, gets pinched off by a couple of the Flyers players. Shot on, save ready. Picked up by Black and fired all the way down. That's going to be an icing call on the Flyers, and it is, as Black had not achieved the center red line. 4:30 left in the third period. Shots on goal now sitting at 33-10 in favor of the Flyers, with the Sioux Center Storm having reached the double digits. Picked up by Harris, taken behind the goal line. Harris stops, changes direction, rims it around up to Wurspan. Wurspan gets it, tried to center that one over to Ewalt. That was behind her. Picked up by 28 and lobbed into the Flyer zone. Wurspan gets it on the half wall, throws that one up and out. Chipped up the boards, 28 with it. Knocked past Berg. Harris with it. Up to Wurspan. Wurspan carries it in, tries to lob it in, goes off of a body, but ends up making it all the way down below the goal line. Centering pass by Ewald to Verhoeven. Verhoeven almost stuffed that in the short side. Back to the point. Marvisi shot, hits the skate. Marvisi knocks it away, chases that one down, and backhands it down low. Storm get control of it. Off the near side boards past Peterson. Watson now with it. Watson with a quick change of direction. Carries it up the near side boards. Watson brings it in. Gets that to Marvisi. Marvisi over to Peterson. Peterson shot towards the net. Hit a leg in front. Marvisi backhands it to Watson. Watson quick change of direction. Tried to get it to Nelson. Nelson gets control of it. Overskated it just a little bit. And up past Marvisi and out. Chased down. Pfeiffer racing to get to it. And Storm's, I can't read the number, but one of their players got control of it. Watson, little dipsy-do, gets around a couple of the Storm players. Goes in. Trips over a stick. Watson gets control of it now, up to Nelson. Nelson had it knocked away from her, but ends up in the Storm zone. 2 minutes left in the period. Knutson pinches that off on the half wall. Knutson with it down below the goal line. And she gets pinched up against the boards, loses a handle on it. Past Gora, up and out. Rigolizzo having to chase that one down. Rigolizzo with it over to the far side. Black gets it and hammers it back over to Gora. Leaves it for Knutson. Knutson up to Meyer. Meyer, a little bit of a tumble to the ice. Knutson lost a handle on it. Black with it now. Black gets it up to Meyer. Meyer carries it in. And toe picks into the ice. Blows a tire. Black with it. Up the far boards to Harris. Harris skates it in. Shot. Kick saved by Pendergrass. Back over to Black. Black hits Berg. Berg back over to Black. Black spins around and throws it back down low. Knutson with it down below the goal line. 1 minute left in the period. Worspan with it. Centering pass goes off of a stick in front. No danger there. Harris takes a tumble to the ice. And fired all the way down. That's going to be an icing on the Storm. And it is. 30 seconds left. Time still ticking away, though. Again, next game for the Flyers will be at 7:30 tomorrow night. Can't guarantee that we're going to be on time. If any of the previous games go into OT, then we will be a little delayed. Sorry, wrong camera selected there. Rimmed around all the way over to the far side. Picked up. Couldn't chip it past Marvisi. Off the boards. Marvisi with it now. Walks in, tries to hand that one off. And that does it for this game. Sioux Falls Flyers win this game. First game in the tournament, 9-0. Storm, that was a rough one. That was also seed number 1, the Flyers, against seed number 8, the Storm. Meantime, join us back here tomorrow. We'll be back for the next game. I don't know who it is, but pay attention to the channel. It will be posted there. If you I can't talk right now. We'll let you go ahead and do the handshake line, then we'll go ahead and say goodbye. Thanks for joining us today, and everybody have a good evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.